Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. My plans for a fresh out of the theater review kind of changed twice. I came out the theater, and weather wasn't great, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just walk home. We'll do it like a couch conversation or something like that, and just do like the quick reaction right as soon as I get home. But as I walked, it's only like a 5-minute walk. I went from like raining a little bit to like it's like a downpour out here in Stamford. But I opted to go for cover and see if I talk to you guys for a few minutes about this movie I just saw, maybe it'll chill out a little bit so I can finish the rest of my walk. So I'm fresh out of the theaters here in Stamford tonight. I was at the AMC Majestic, and why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat. We are getting ready to talk spoiler-free, but like right out the theater, about Plane. I tell you, it was interesting. Going into the week, I really had only planned to go see Tom Hanks's new movie, The Man Called Otto or something like that. Otto, I know Otto's in the name. I've been just referring to it like, am I going to go see Otto tonight or am I going to go see Plane tonight? One word, makes it easy. But I've seen in several places from people that I typically trust when it comes to thoughts about movies, I've seen like a lot of positive things about Plane. So I kind of threw it out to my friends. The Hanks movie was playing at 8, and that's too late for me. So I ended up opting to go with Plane. And I tell you, I'm really glad I did, because it was a really fun movie. It's one of those movies where, like, you hear Gerard Butler is in a movie where a plane crashes on an island filled with criminals, and, like, the best help he's gonna have in this movie is some dude that we know has committed murder, played by Mike Colter. And, like, I'll say this, there's a lot of stuff in this movie that I would expect to see in a Gerard Butler type flick like this. But there are also some really, really nice moments from director, I'm gonna get this wrong, Jean-Francois Richet. I think I got that right. He has some really nice moments in this movie. This movie, it never quite exactly does what I thought it was going to do from an action standpoint. It does in bits. Like, you get moments where it's like, okay, I kind of think this is coming, and there's certain elements about action that kind of get me really excited about a movie. And it doesn't necessarily follow that design. It kind of hits a couple different areas of action, but there is one sequence in particular that's all a one shot. It's right around when Butler is like making a phone call. And it's one of these things where it's like, you guys know me, I'm obsessed with John Wick action. And it's John Wick-esque, right? It's not really like tight, fast choreography, but it is really kind of grueling, almost MMA wear a dude out type choreography. And it's all in one shot. And it's about 2.5, 3 minutes. Like, Butler gets to the end of that sequence, and my dude's out of breath, and you believe it. And the way that it's shot, and Richet uses a lot of what feels like, although the camera's very steady, but it feels like a lot of handheld, close-ups that just really enhance certain moments, specifically that action set piece. There's some stuff in the third act, I won't spoil it. But same thing, there are some really nice moments, and the usage of the plane sequences, right? Like, you have some really great, hand-to-hand gun action, but there's some really intense, tight plane sequences, and it's one of those things where I think when you're watching a movie like this, you kind of know where you're going, and even if you know where you're going, or you feel confident you know where you're going, it feels like you're not sure and you're on the edge of your seat, and that's what you want out of a movie like this. And writer Charles Cumming here, I think, does a really good job of setting Richet up to do kind of cool, tense action moments, but gives you enough story where you buy in to Butler and Colter's characters. And the other thing before I get to those guys, the score here is really interesting. It does a lot of things you're not always expecting it to do, but I think it really works for what is going on screen. And when it comes to the acting, Butler and Colter are really good. I mean, Butler's made for this type of stuff. And Colter, I haven't seen Colter really do a ton, but he reminded me why I loved him so much in Luke Cage. He has the ability to do the physical action stuff but he also just has these small moments where like you can see how good of an actor he is. And I think both guys handled their characters and what they got to do really well. And I was a little nervous about Colter's character because I didn't want it to like follow the normal rules. And what's cool is there's enough ambiguity around the character that it kind of hits those check boxes for me, where it's like that's what I was looking for. Like I didn't want this to just be like exactly what you think it might be. There's still kind of some questions around that character. And I'll tell you right now, nothing against Rachette, but Chad Stahelski and David Leitch, I think there's a sequel to Plane that has nothing to do with the plane, although you could probably find a way to work a plane in it. But like that could be a John Wick style movie with Mike Colter's character. Like I would be interested to see more with him. The other actor I would point out is Daniela Pineda. She's popped up in a few things. She's been in the Jurassic World movies, and I liked her there specifically in the second one, which was her first one. She was also in Cowboy Bebop, and she's someone that I like. I think she can do a lot of stuff for you on screen, and she's one of the flight attendants, and I think she's cruelly underutilized. And that'd be one of my minor knocks on this movie, is that outside of Colter and Butler and like the main villain guy on this island that they end up at, there's not really a lot there for the rest of the cast. You get moments, there are characters that have to fill spots, but I think you miss some opportunities by not utilizing your whole cast a little bit better. There is like a separate cast that's like in one of them like war room type things trying to figure everything out. And when they go there's some good stuff. But again, like I feel like I see a lot of potential with some of the things that aren't Butler and Colter. And I just would have liked a little bit more, because I think what Rachette and Cummings kind of come together with in general is a much stronger movie than I would have anticipated. So let's get the C-Bands up. And like I said, you're going to get some really tight action here. You're going to get some hand-to-hand stuff, but more close quarters combat, a really cool long camera like one take sequence. You're going to get some pretty solid gun action, and you're going to get some really tight plane, like thrilling, edge of your seat stuff. And the movie executes that really well, combined with a really interesting but appropriate and really solid score. Like I liked some of the things. Like there were moments in the movie where I was like, this score isn't doing what I would think it would do here. But now that I'm thinking about it, it fits really well. And like I said, you have two leads in Butler and Colter who really do a good job. And they command the action, but they also they both, show you in the movie in small pieces. You got good actors there. Butler is a really good actor. He just is really good at these kind of crazy. This isn't even that crazy of an action movie, but these types of action rescue type movies, he's his bread and butter. And I think Colter fits quite well with what they're asking him to do here. And again, brings like a level where you're watching him, you're like, I'm watching like a talented actor. And it's just like, it's one of those things where I like to see those built out more. But I'm telling you, there's an action sequel out there for Mike Colter, like spin-off wise. Chad Stahelski, go find somebody or yourself to do that, because I think that could be a lot of fun. But that's the thing, and the biggest takeaway for me in this movie, I think it's well put together, and it keeps you entertained, and it keeps you attached, right? Like I think you could have drawn slightly stronger emotional attachments to some of the characters, but you're never not engaged with the movie. And the movie is a lot of fun, and it does a lot of things where there are moments where you go, wow, that was really awesome. And honestly, in this type of movie, that's all I'm really looking for. So I'm going to go 3 out of 5 on Plane. Highly enjoyable. If you're out on like a super rainy Thursday or Friday, there was a couple super dressed up. It was a very small crowd in my theater. But these two people came in, they were like dressed to the nines, like clearly either coming back from dinner or on their way to dinner. I was like, you know what, if you were like trying to cut out of the rain for a little bit, Plane would be an excellent choice to kill a couple hours and hope the rain would go away. My couple minutes didn't really work out for me, so I'm gonna get wet. So I'm gonna shut up, so I might as well just get that out of the way and get home. But now I want to know what you guys are thinking. Is Plane on your to-do list? Like I said, it wasn't on mine until I started to hear some good things, and I can confirm this movie's got lots of good things in it, and it's a fun movie. So if it wasn't on your list, is it something you're going to check out now? And if you've seen it, did you have a good time at the theater? I'm kind of bummed that my theater wasn't packed more. Maybe if I can find a way to go see it again over the weekend. I think this could be a really fun movie with an audience. So if you went and it was packed, what was your audience like? Did they have fun? I've heard some people applauded at the end in some tweets that I've seen. So like, people are having a good time with this. So where'd you land? Anything you got, man? Good, bad, indifferent. I'm playing. Put it down below in the comment section. Look forward to talking to you guys down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with C-Man anytime. We're talking movies, TV, trailer, reactions. You just want to show a little love and support because I'm super wet. I like subscribers, so you can come join C-Maniac Nation simply by jumping over there. That I would like this. It'd lift up my spirits from this damp day. And just hit that subscribe button. You'll join C-Maniac Nation. Hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the C-Man Cinema, sit down. I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off.
Oh, you guys are still here. You snuck up on me. You must be looking for more of this guy. Well, I got 2 video options for you, man. Right up here and right over here. And if you want all those C-Man goodies, well, hey, come join the squad right on over there. And I'll catch you on the next one.